As soon as a bonus isn't earned, it's expected, it becomes what we call a hygiene factor. People think they're entitled to it. And so even in the short term, you might get a little bump, oh, that's nice. But as soon as it becomes the standard, people are no longer motivated by it. They actually feel entitled to it. So in our business back in South Africa, we introduced a thing called Fast Food Fridays. We'd had like an amazing week. The staff had worked really hard. And my business partner, Ian, said, hey Sam, why don't we treat the staff? Why don't we just get fast food? We'll shout burgers and Cokes and chips for everyone. I said, hey, that's a great idea. And we did it, and the staff were pumped. They absolutely freaking loved it. So then Ian said to me afterwards, he says, hey man, they really appreciated it. Why don't we do that every Friday? And I said, yeah, I think, staff like it. Why don't we do it? And so the staff were quite excited about it. The next week, everybody's talking about what they're going to have on Fast Food Friday. And about a couple of weeks go by and I walk into the office and I look and there's one guy there, he's got 2 burgers, a 2-liter Coke and a massive fries. The next guy next to him has got a pie and the next person next to him is going to say, oh, so I'm like, what's going on here? And they've sent somebody out of the office and they've driven to 3 different places and bought heaps and heaps of food. And I'm like, you abuse it, you lose it. That's the way I've always been brought up. And I'm like, these guys are abusing it, they're taking the mickey. And I said to Ian, that's it. We're canning Fast Food Friday. He says, no, we can't do that. I said, well, what do you want to do? He says, why don't we put a limit on it? Why don't we say $20? And it all has to be from one place. It's like, oh, okay, we'll do that. I'm sitting in my office working and my window's open. And they're bitching and moaning about how stingy we are. About now we make all this money, but we're only giving them $20. But I'm thinking like 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, you got nothing. It really highlighted the fact that when a bonus isn't earned, it's expected. And if you then take it away, it actually has a negative consequence. So for me, any bonus structure, you want to make sure that 4 people win. The staff member for good performance, which means then that the customer wins because they get outstanding service, which means then the business wins because it becomes more profitable. And it means the owner wins because they've now got an empowered and engaged team that are incentivized to do the right thing. So whenever looking at doing a bonus system, you do have to apply some thought, and I strongly recommend you don't have a consistent thing that happens every single time. It's got to be earned.